Hello, welcome back. So as you can
Let's do
see,
what
I'm
we
in the
came
final
for and get the hell
phase
out of here.
of the Berkley Docks after killing the Queen. Now, I think a lot of people don't understand certain mechanics, and I think I kind of learned them. So before you leave a mission, I think you should look at the map very, very carefully. Sadly, it says 93% completed when I load up the game, so I'm not sure what I forgot. Maybe there was an objective on the second floor that I didn't see or heard, but at this point of the game, you might as well wait for the enemies to come to you.
Perhaps we should get moving.
You
We
should
didn't
put...
come here to enjoy the view, so move now.
Yeah, a lot of radars around. I guess I should move them so they shut up. A lot of radars, motion trackers around
Check
your
your
ship,
vitals, squad.
your APC, so it will kill everything.
Copy.
Up all of your
Packing
sentries.
sentry gun.
Don't leave them behind because they cost a lot of supplies to bring into the mission, so might
There's
as well
something around. Sentry packed.
pack them up and go. So pick up your
Double
sentries,
time!
check the map for loot,
Hurry up, you slugs!
save in a room if you think there is anything left, run to the APC, leave your APC near a very, very obvious position. And in these dark rooms, I think there are, I mean, you can kill more aliens in these dark rooms, but I don't really
Move
think
on!
it's worth
Hurry
it.
up, squad!
And you can also put a few turrets, one or two over here and one over here, and then you'll be completely safe
it.
to check the map.
Disgusting.
I'm pretty sure we have looted the entire map.
Got 'em. They look intact to me.
And
Move!
do you see those DNAs?
Double time!
That's why you should put a lot of motion
I hate
trackers
this
near
job.
your APCs so you can draw them over
disgusting.
here.
Here's your sample.
Got him. They look intact to me.
Come on, team!
Enemies will only spawn from the exclamation
Hurry
marks
up,
over
squad.
there, and sometimes if you clear out an area, if you destroy something, let's say there is a big
Move on.
blockade over here and you destroy the explosive, sometimes it's actually against you, because enemies will be able to come from there as well.
Move!
Usually in the corner you have a lot of rewards, like over here there was a crate
Double
of
time.
supplies. And at this point of the game, the only thing left for me is to go back up and see if there is anything left, but to be honest,
Hurry up, you slugs!
I don't think there is anything left and I don't think it's worth trying, but let's go a little bit, let's take a little sneak peek. As you can see, everyone is almost maxed out on stress, so there's almost no point in trying to
Double
do so.
time.
We're going to go to hard, and you can stay in the mission if you want
Hurry
to
up,
kill
you
the
slugs!
bigger enemies. Just in
Something's
case
not right. Move
you
on!
might find another DNA sample. As you can see,
Hurry
some
up,
elevators
squad!
don't work, so don't insist on that. I mean, certain missions are just so scripted that
Move
you'll
on!
not understand what to do. So as you can see, by just staying over there a little bit, he got an extra layer, an extra stack of stress. Alternatively, you can just make the APC go over here, for example, and you will go on foot over here and you will lock yourself into the room, save, rest a little bit. And that's a very, very safe room. So there is no point in collecting all of the ammo because you don't get it in the ship.
Perhaps we should get moving.
You have to collect all of the tools, all of the medical supplies, and all of the turrets, and all of the supplies in other crates. As you can see, I've done just that.
Bring it on, you bastards!
The voice lines don't match what's happening. Never, almost never they don't match, and I think that's a big problem of the game. I could go over there to
We
get
didn't
that
come here
med
to
kit,
enjoy the view, so move now. Check your vitals, squad.
and let me show you what happens when you use the redeploy button. We'll go to a safe location where we'll not be able to be attacked from behind, which is a good thing. But sadly, the game will spawn a lot of aliens on your team because, how should I put it? They cheat, they know where you are, and they will send one or two aliens to investigate there. If you move out of that area, the alien will still come after you. Again, that's a scripted event that sometimes happens, but usually the aliens will check the area you made some noise in. Other times they just spawn near you.
Come on, team!
So that's one of the problems, there's no general rule. As you can see, that's a big infestation over there.
Hurry up, squad!
And the camera angle will not always help you.
Come on, team! Hurry up, squad!
So like I said, when you're going to...
Deploying motion tracker.
go and see what's in a building, just put a few motion trackers around the map. Now careful, because if you move your APC, it can actually destroy the motion trackers.
Setting up motion tracker.
So sometimes it's just better to set them up in the
Motion
path
tracker
you know
deployed.
the APC
Motion
won't
tracker
drive over.
activated. Move on!
And also it's good to have the motion trackers in
Move,
front of
move!
you.
I don't believe this! I don't believe this! I think we're spotted!
See, as soon as I entered this building, the aliens
Come on, team!
have started to react. That's an alien in the vent. If it appears suddenly and it doesn't move, that's not a real alien. It will only spawn if you get too close to it. And usually it's enough to enter a room and it will highlight all of the
Move
loot.
on!
And by highlight I mean it will show up on the map.
Hurry up, squad!
The most dangerous thing you can find in the room are eggs. The best thing you can
Come on,
find
team!
is supplies. The second best thing is
Hurry up,
tools.
squad!
Tools is actually super important because that will sometimes dictate if a mission is successful or not.
Move on!
Roger.
But usually areas like this
Let's
are
see what's
relatively
inside.
safe.
Move! Move!
You can also shine your flashlight
Come
with
on,
left
team.
click, but usually that will not highlight anything new.
Hurry
I
up,
mean, if you
squad.
have entered the room and you look at the map and there's nothing, there is usually nothing. Now at this point of the game I could go to the second floor and loot everything once
Move
again,
on!
but you can probably tell
Hurry up,
that's,
you slugs!
that's going to be kind of useless in this case. So I recommend you do 90% of the objectives or 100% of the objectives, collect everything you see inside,
team.
but don't risk it because sometimes it will be harder to replace
Hurry
what
up,
you
you
lost than
slugs.
what you got. And I think that's enough. We'll
Move on.
escape now.
We're in some real pretty shit now.
Yeah, because of the stress factors and sometimes see, they will gain more and more bad things. So at this point of the game it was not worth it for me to stay longer than this because they just got one more stress to that borderline. So see, disobedient. And that's another thing. Usually you have to be very
Double time.
careful to your debuffs, otherwise you'll get debuffs. As you can see, they also got the tired one that will decrease or increase the stress gain. As you can see, everyone is basically gaining stress because of the traits. Now, if it's a map and if you are really confident in your abilities and if it's a map you know you can finish without many problems, just go back to the second floor or to the basement and check
It's
everything
quiet.
again and
Too
you'll be
quiet.
okay. But in my case, I just wanted to make a video about what happened. So as you can see, we have this, we have the pheromones, and we also have a lot of xeno samples because we parked our APC to kill the aliens that came for us. So if you get spotted, you can weld the door and the hunt will usually end, because if you get the rest button and the hunt is going on, usually it cancels it out. If you can weld a room where you can rest. Okay, let's confirm. And I used up most of the supplies on the map anyway, and at this point it's not really worth staying in the mission because you only get experience for completing objectives, surviving hunts, killing queens, and I think for rescuing people. But that also falls into the secondary or primary objective. Also, you need a lot of engineers because engineers will provide you with supplies every day. So let's see what happens. I mean, yeah, it's kind of annoying, but usually at the end of a mission, if you do it like this, you'll have to decide, is it worth coming back or not? Usually it's not worth coming back. 94% on this expedition. What did I miss? I have no idea. I guess we missed a secondary mission and a data pad. The secondary mission was probably on the second floor. To be honest, it's okay. If you get 90% on a mission, it's more than okay because you'll not lose anything else. As you saw it, I gained more stress and had more problems just by not going there. Besides, kill the queen, get the... Yeah, look at this. 3 days in the med bay. 2 days. 2 days. Let's promote them because it's also important to see how you can level them up. Sharpshooter, team spirit. Avenger is quite nice. I don't like that. Redemption is pretty good because can I see what it removes? All of them have a bad attribute, but usually this will fix it. The shrink hates me. Huh. You can promote him again. Sadly, that sometimes you don't see what his bad attribute is, but usually that is well worth it, even if you don't know what it will remove. Unbreakable will. So the marine will no longer be tired. Now usually you would go for looter, but in this case I think I'll just get unbreakable will. Because little stress is not so bad, but if you're tired in a mission that can be super bad. So it's level 5. Let's see what this guy has. Probably more or less the same thing. Smart ass, this is our scout. I know it because he's a smart ass. Hardened. One more armor. One more health point or resourcefulness. To be honest, none of these are worth it, but usually you will go with extra HP because you can heal HP back. Armor you cannot heal back. I mean, there might be some other mechanics around armor, but I haven't seen them or I haven't seen anyone else use them, so I guess you'll have to go for more HP, because HP you can heal and it's a little easier to manage. Resourcefulness is kind of useless. Redemption. Oh, he was a coward. Okay. I guess that's why our stress was so high. As you can see, if you have the redemption traits on these people, you reduce the overall stress and overall tediousness of the mission by a very, very big factor. I don't know why I choose this one. I guess you need someone with that. As you can see, he's unbreakable. And you have... okay. So this is also a very important thing. You need unbreakable will and mind of steel on most of your marines, because they will be so good. Enduring is also good, but as you can see, it's more or less situational, but this one will always be good. So if you can find marines with unbreakable will, so they no longer get tired, and mind of steel, so they recover from trauma after 3 days, that's amazing. Because this will be the people you take in multiple missions with multiple teams. Redemption. I guess this is not so important. I guess you can give him fast in this situation, but I'm not sure if anyone else has fast, because fast doesn't stack. And in most cases, it can be important to have one level of fast, but it's not so important. So basically everything here is bad. So I'll just go with redemption, because redemption is kind of like that perk you can always select when you don't know what to select. And we have one more person over here. Looter. I guess I don't have anyone with fast in my team. I don't really care. The medic, funny enough, has the Deadeye, which is one of the best perks in the game, because it kills things much faster. Critical and dismemberment SR increases by 15%. Meaning they can instantly kill an alien sometimes, or dismember it so it's debuffed. It does less damage, it has less speed. Stuff like that. It's easier to kill. That's what dismemberment is. Shoot off a leg or an arm. We already have someone with smart ass, so I'll not take that again. Clumsy. Alien detection time. This is a very bad thing to have, but I guess I'll have to go for looter, because you don't have a lot of people with looter. I really want more people with looter. And I guess now I'll get the redemption perk. Oh, Deadeye level 2. Mine of Steel would be my first choice. Now, as you can see, you can upgrade some of your other perks, so this will be amazing for the medic to have, because the medic is one of those classes that is not very useful in combat or other situations. It's just useful when you need to heal or by buffing your squad, so this will be the best choice. But since this is the beginning of the game, I'll choose Mind of Steel, because I will favor deploying the same team over and over. Let's see the inventory report. Rescue. I guess I had someone else to rescue, but I didn't see anyone else. I guess it's on the second floor. Maybe I'll complete all of the objectives at some point. 157 materials is good. You can research one more weapon with it. Pretty decent, but I think you have to be undetected for 90% of the time, otherwise you'll have some problems. Darwin era cult twists. Yeah, that was a lot of them. 2 hours. But to be honest, my real time for this mission was about 1 hour and 10 minutes or something like that. I just played it too slow.
What the hell have we stumbled into? Ravenous bugs, some kind of crazy cult? This is above my pay grade.
Mine too, for what it's worth.
Too bad they didn't pay you enough. With you in charge of that station, I'm sure those damn platforms wouldn't have fired.
About that, Sergeant Harper.
She activated it.
Cerberus didn't start because of a systems failure. I set it in motion. I had to ensure containment. You've seen what those creatures can do. If only one of them
Slap
escaped,
her.
we
So
would have
you
all...
trapped every soul on this planet with this creature? In the blink of an eye? Well, congratulations, Hayes, when it comes to badass your state-of-the-art. Now get off my bridge.
Come on,
Sergeant,
punch her.
I can help.
Good. We've got some new facilities online. You're an administrator. You never know. There might be something for you to administrate.
Sure. I'm on it.
Okay, so this is what we have over now. Now the training room has been restored, so that means we can
Have a nice
train
day,
some other people.
Deputy Administrator Hayes.
So you don't have to take
Administrator.
your marines into
Return my
missions.
EEV?
Sorry to disappoint you, Sergeant Martinez, but I need it. We need it, in fact. But I heard the training center was up and running, and I wanted to see for myself.
That it is. Time to make them into real Marines.
Good, because we're up against it. These creatures are faster than us, stronger than us, and they're smart. If we're to survive, we need everyone in peak condition.
Don't you worry, none. Was there anything else?
Well, just one thing. Sergeant Harper, is he... seem alright to you?
Look, I know soldiers talk, but he is in command. End of story, you hear?
That's not what I... Forget it.
Sure. No washouts here, trust me.
Will train while you're on the mission. You assign them to intensive training so they earn more experience. So, this is the funny part of the game.
Aye,
Okay,
man.
let's go through the story
Troops,
elements and then we'll
at
see.
ease.
As you can see, I don't plan
Talk to
psychiatric
you
care
soon.
unit. You have to keep them 2 days over
Administrator
here.
Hayes. It's nice to finally meet you. I'm Dr. Kabiri, clinical psychologist. And Dr. Bookard's assistant when I have nothing better to do.
Oh. I can't imagine something more important than what's happening in the medbay.
Never underestimate combat fatigue. That's the first thing they told us. These Marines are under a great deal of stress. If we
They'll
don't
be
help
fine.
them process it, things will turn nasty real fast.
You're right. I should have considered that. Well, let me know if you need anything.
For now, the only thing I need is to know everybody's all right. So, how are you doing, Administrator Hayes?
You're very kind. I'm... maintaining. Don't worry about me.
I'm administrating. Comma. So it takes a few days. I think it takes 2 days for them to heal, and if you take them off the therapy, they will not gain anything. No one is traumatized. That's
See you
impressive.
around.
Let's see the new mission before we do anything else.
Hayes to the bridge.
Here's that word again.
Got a minute, Hayes?
I do. Although I should probably finish turning our EEV into a proper satellite.
And you'll keep working on that, but right now we've got intel on those containers we found. And I intend to follow that lead. Maybe even track down this Marlowe we keep hearing about while we're at it.
Sergeant Harper, thanks to the parts you provided, we have a chance to inform people of what's happening here. Assuming we don't strip the payload, we just need to scrounge up some fuel boosters. I've already identified the limits of low orbit, and if we
Listen, except for the trouble they cause, my men found out these containers had only one thing in common. They were dispatched from a dig site named Olduvai. We go there, we might have a chance to stop this infestation once and for all.
That's not what we agreed. I need help on the EEV.
We didn't agree on anything. You made a decision and I went along with it. This is my ship, these are my Marines, and we've got folk in harm's way. You don't like my priorities? You can keep playing with your toy and leave us to it. But this is happening.
Have a nice
Laboratory
day,
now.
Deputy Administrator Hayes.
Pheromones. Friction levels by 10%. That's actually a lot.
Finally, a project worthy of my talents.
I have all of these unlocked, as you can see. It's pretty easy to unlock these.
Stay safe out there.
Hello, Administrator. Talk to you soon.
Oh, we only have one physician available. Weird.
Have a nice day, Deputy Administrator Hayes.
Borderline and exhausted.
This one's a priority. Understood.
Oh, that would be terrible if we do that.
Stay safe, okay?
A good day to you, Administrator.
Hello, Administrator Hayes.
As you can see, we have a lot of people that are level 1. But also, I want to train
Now watch
some
out
of
here.
them.
Trust me.
So let's select some people for this. As you can see, they gain experience 1 per day, so that means in 5 days they level up, or 6 days they level up, but that's not fast enough. I really wish it would show me their bad traits. Wait, I guess you have to go over...
Looking for someone in particular?
Kind of annoying, but okay.
What did I teach you, Marine? Salute.
Hurts. At the start of deployment. This is actually not so bad because you can get a lot more ammo. It's kind of bad, but I guess for some missions it
This
can be
one won't let you
terrible.
down.
Disobedient. Okay, this is actually one of the better ones because Disobedient doesn't actually do anything unless you have 2 of them. But if you have 2 of them, that's terrible. So Mori will be sent to intensive training.
What did I teach you, Marine? Salute.
Jinx. 50% chance of jamming, that's terrible. You're never going to do anything.
This one won't let you down.
Rusty. I don't like that either. Foresight. Oh, that's also terrible. Accuracy is one of the more important things in the game. I think by default,
What
accuracy
did I
is
teach you, Marine?
50%.
Salute.
So in this case, it will be 40%. But that's a pretty big debuff, so that means he'll miss most of his shots. We don't want that. Unfit. This is actually another good one, because it doesn't matter that much. So Mori and Latimer.
This one won't let you down.
Sadly, I don't have the reprimand skill. I have to get the reprimand skill as well. But that's not so bad. So I guess he's also a pretty good candidate.
Salute.
1 more ammo per burst. I'm not sure how good that is, but probably doesn't matter in the long
won't
run.
let you down.
Just using up more ammo in a burst probably means 10% more ammo or something like that. Kleptomaniac. This is the one you'll never ever want to take into a mission with you, because stealing is always a bad thing. So we got 157, but imagine if you lose 20 of that. That's 20% of your materials, more than 20%. So never ever take a kleptomaniac. Okay,
No
now
watchouts here. Trust me.
I want him on intensive
Gotta stay
training.
sharp for the field. Feel me?
Now I don't remember what the other ones are, but I think Latimer was another one.
Looking for someone in particular? What did I teach you, Marine? Salute.
Okay, Rose can go. He can never go. Rose and Torrance, they can also go. Rebel. Rose and Torrance.
No watchouts here. Trust me. Gotta stay sharp for the field. Feel me?
Can you put everyone in intensive training? I don't think so. So we have Saints, Neron, Kurtz, Airways. So let's see what those guys have.
Looking for
those
someone in
guys have.
particular? What did I teach you, Marine? Salute.
Weak can be very bad, I'm not sure, so... Let's see, Neron. Jinx, oh no. You're never going to go in a
This
mission
one
with
won't
that.
let you down.
You can just wait until they get rid of that bad thing. Ruiz, that's not good. I guess you can also train them until you
No
remove their
washouts
bad
here.
thing.
Trust me.
So those are my prime candidates, but I think I'll just put everyone in intensive training, even though it's a bad idea. But going with rookies is also a bad
Gotta
idea.
stay sharp for the field. Feel me?
So we'll just wait all deployments until our initial squad is healed up, and then we will probably replace 1 or 2 members. The scout and
Gotta
the
stay sharp for the
sergeant
field.
would
Feel
always
me?
be in the squad, but I guess we can get rid of the gunner for 1 turn.
Bye, ma'am.
Let's
Troops!
go to the
Eddie.
workshop.
Need a gun, Administrator?
Don't unlock the revolver, it's not worth it. The submachine gun is worth it. The incinerator, I guess it's a hit or miss. As you can see, the mine has some uses because you can just use it to put it behind the door, and if anything comes it will get bombed. It's also very good for against bigger attacks. But the thing I really want is the RPG launcher. And we'll get it next mission. So I guess for now we'll just not get anything. The RPG launcher is just amazing. Heavy pulse rifle. The heavy pulse rifle is not as good as you think because it's not... Okay, let me show you ammo per burst. 1 ammo, 150 ammo. 100 ammo, 1 to 2. Remember, and chance is 0.5, 0.6, 0 duration. Someone calculated that the best gun is the pulse rifle damage wise. 1 to 2, 1 to 2, 1, 1. Because the burst duration is smaller. Reload 0.6. And also with the pulse rifle you can, guess what, shoot the grenade launcher. With the heavy rifle you cannot do that. So judging by the other things you'll unlock in the game, sometimes it's not good to get a new gun but lose the utility of it. Utility is more important than damage and other things, because later on in the game you'll always use the plasma rifle, which is 2 to 3 damage. That's not so good. So again, just be careful with
See
your
you around.
utility.
Welcome,
Choose utility
Administrator
over
Hayes.
anything else.
Have a nice day, Administrator.
Hello, Administrator Hayes.
Exhausted. And some of them are wounded. I can buy 2 weapons.
Have a nice day, Deputy Administrator Hayes.
Use the incinerator and the revolver. I'm a little bit upset that I didn't get 1 data pad, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter. This game will trick you into believing you
Bye
need
now.
to do certain
Hello,
things,
Administrator
but you
Hayes.
don't need to do it. Berkley Docks, Final Station, Taco. Yeah, let's skip the day.
New objectives are awaiting your review.
Oh, has a chance of dying. Well, I guess that can be nothing. Okay, that was a close one. I guess that's a very low chance of that happening anyway.
Have a nice day, Deputy Administrator Hayes.
See you around.
As you can see, everyone needs 1 more day to clear their wounds. I guess you can use a physician to simply expedite the process, or you can just send them with the... I don't know if this is actually manageable, but one of them is also exhausted. I'm not sure what exhausted does. I think they start with less bravery, which means they accumulate stress a lot faster.
This one's a priority.
So
Understood.
tomorrow everyone will be taken care of and
Stay
everyone
safe,
will go
okay?
to missions.
A good day to you, Administrator.
198 supplies.
Have a nice day, Administrator.
Parax is going very well,
You
so
can
let's go
count
back
on
to the
me,
command deck.
Hello, Administrator Hayes.
Can I deploy? Sure. Let's go to
New
the next day.
objectives are awaiting your review.
Rescue 1 engineer but lose deployment. To be honest, it's not worth it. I mean, 1 engineer can bring you huge profits in the long run, but I need to deploy today. Today is deployment day. You may encounter more aliens. Infestation is level 2.
Operations ready in the following areas.
also curious about another thing.
All right,
They say you have one more secondary objective left, but they don't really tell you what it is. So I guess if you go there and if you don't know what it is, you'll not find it. It's more important that you look at over here, these two screens. Materials left and Xenotech. If you have those 90% done, you can forget about the mission. As you can see, oh, we only missed one? That's interesting. I really don't know where the other data pad is and the secondary objective, probably on the second floor, but I checked every room, so that's how it usually happens. This one will have less resources overall, I think, and this will be a much shorter mission than the other ones. I think that Hills is one of the bigger ones, and also one of the better ones and more fun ones. But anyway, that was a little bit of a guide, a little bit of my way of thinking. And we will deploy in the next episode. Bye bye. So before I do that, just want to show you this over here. As you can see, we keep the sentry guns, the tools, and the medical supplies. So you'll always have more than you need. Okay, maybe I should level them up as well, because you will bring back from missions more than your max carry capacity, and then when you go back into a mission, you might be surprised that you'll have a lot more available, because you'll have good missions and bad missions, and the goal is to have more good missions than bad missions. So you can afford to have 1 or 2 bad missions, but don't lose too much of these free supplies. They're very important. Tools are the most important one, and then sentry guns, and then medical supplies.
Have a nice day, Deputy Administrator Hayes.
This one won't let you down.
So let me see. Oh yeah, this guy can be upgraded a little more. The medic. Usually it's just more accuracy, but I also want to give him... This is good, but in my opinion it's not good enough in the beginning. In the beginning you need to be super stealthy. So accuracy and this one, morphine and combat drugs. This will definitely be a very useful thing to have. And then I think I'll have to go for the combat drugs, but to be honest, 30, I think it should be a little more, because that's not going to really cut it. Oh, he's still clumsy. We need to remove that at the next level up.
What did I teach you, Marine? Salute.
We'll salute at some point. This is the gunner. You'll also get pouches, 100%. Advanced tracking system. Usually everything that you select from the class is good. Increase the slowing effect of suppressive fire for the whole squad if the gunner is alive. He'll always be alive, so let's select that as fast as possible.
This one won't let you down.
And this will always be the sniper. I guess I'll make more videos about this, but if you watch my let's play, you can probably kind of guess what are the better ones and what you can choose. So everyone else is maxed out, except for the medic and the gunner.
What did I teach you, Marine? Salute!
Sure, let's make the gunner also a very, very strong unit. Your gun will turn into a sentry, into a turret, a sentry turret, but then you'll use your pistol. So that's more or less one pistol. This is very good because you can also put it somewhere else, but at the same time... Oh yeah, keep in mind, you can also make this guy carry someone and then use your gun as a sentry, and that will make more sense, but again, it's going to be a very niche thing. But this is 5 accuracy all the time. This is only for enemies you click on, 10 accuracy, so all the time, or versus... Sometimes you don't have enough time to click on enemies, and his accuracy is very good either way. Let me see what the medic
one
can
won't let
get.
you down.
I think it's just better to give something else to the medic. Since... But I could keep the... No, I think we'll have enough to unlock a weapon or something else with all of the resources we'll get from a mission. So every marine that is healed will get 30 less stress. I think this is better for the survivability of the team.
You can count on them, man.
Need a gun, Administrator?
As you can see, this is still 1-2 ammo. And it has a low dismemberment chest, so the gunner is not as good as it seems in the beginning. It's just good for that class, so I guess the developers could make them a little better as well, but I understand
Bye-bye
why they
now.
did it
Hello,
like that.
ma'am. This one won't let you down.
Let's choose something for this guy as well. So if I had to choose something, I think it will be... You'll eventually get all of them except for the ammo bag and the wider clip. So I guess it doesn't really matter, we'll get the aiming for him. Paranoid trauma.
You can count on them, ma'am.
Stay safe, okay?
Oh, why didn't... It didn't show them beforehand. So I guess I should have selected... I don't know why it didn't show me. They said
See
we
you
had
around.
no
Hello,
possible units.
Administrator.
I guess it doesn't really matter, because the ones they have are not so bad. We don't lose the incineration. My time would be 2 days. So I guess, oh kitty, I guess I should have looked at this a little better, because I could have removed these things, or at least one of them. But it's okay, because we'll remove them next time. Or I can just reload my game, I don't know, I will see. But that's enough management for one day. See you next time, bye bye.